from the other two vetoes, but it ended up getting picked by their opponent anyway. So yeah, I mean, that said, I think this is the veto that the Party Astronauts were hoping for. So maybe it's their chance to pull it off. I personally believe, Mike, I think the Party Astronauts can take the win here. It's going to go 3 maps. I think they can pull it off.
I'd love to see a map win. Honestly, just my standard for Movistar is that typically they are a team that they don't tend to have a lot of stumbles when they're the expected victor, right? I don't really look at them as a team that gets upset very often. Yeah. Now, before this, I hadn't looked at it as a team that pulls off upsets that often. They were sort of very, as I talked about, very, very cemented into their rankings. So this is maybe a spicier Movistar Riders, which is great to see. And I am curious to see what the Party Astronauts could be able to do. Obviously, both of us NA guys, we love this PA team.
We do.
It'd be nice to have them show up. And they've got a bomb site and a kill for free. So, okay, here we go. Peter, the late lurking connector works out. This pistol round's off to a hot start. You gotta be careful not to lose any of these engagements towards heaven. They've got the bomb down. They should play the pose. They've got everything working in their favor. And with no util or kits for the Movistar side, this is a tricky ask for them. It's all falling apart here, but Mopaz and Davi G, tons of damage. They don't have health. They're vulnerable. They could just get kneecapped by a Glock at this point. Mopaz will creep forward, 4 points or no. He's going to have to be so careful about this engagement, and Benley's trying to keep him at bay. There's the engagement. No! Davi G pulls off both! What is that? Mopaz was the bait, the distraction, and Davi G was the hammer. My goodness, Movistar Riders.
Wow, that was just a fantastic retake from the Movistar Riders. They spotted out the player pillar. Very disciplined on the trigger was Mopaz to make sure he didn't fire too soon. Waited for Davi G to get into position, and Davi G actually swung around, got the sandbags player first, and then they knew where the last one was, and it was an easy clear. So, wow. Movistar Riders with very little health, under 40 in that retake combined, get the first round victory. It looks so promising for the Party Astronauts too, but at least they got a bomb plant. They will be buying into this round. It's going to be 2 Galils, the Scout, the MAC-10, and the Deagle. Decent chunk of utility as well, and they're just going to throw smoke immediately onto that Molotov so they can go out in towards Playground. Alex tosses a nade on forward. Could have been chunky, but, excuse me, Party Astronauts do get ahead of it, and only Pwn takes a little bit of damage. But at least the Party Astronauts coming out of the gate, doing a pretty good job on their take of that B site, but they need to seal the deal in rounds like that, as Pwn is going to come through here. Of course, the primary opper for the Party Astronauts, as many should know. And he has been very solid for them throughout ECL. Engagement going to happen here very shortly, though. Alex and Jonji gets tagged down to 30. He's going to back off here.
They don't know Alex is here, right? The tag came through, but they haven't revealed the bench player, and he's showing patience. So we'll see if whenever they actually do try and push towards the site, if they do try and push towards the site, of course, might find a bit of a vulnerability. This could be tricky. This could be cheeky. He's going to go forward. There's smoke for cover, but he's repositioning. Trying to set himself up if they do come through. Alex could be a key piece here. Is this going to be the boost up on the bench? No, it's going to be the smoke fade, and he will get his bell rung. Good damage done, but not a kill. Means that Alex maybe gets dealt with in that position quite effectively. Deaths with one. Here's the flank, though. Mopaz has it, and the bomb's been dropped. The health's not good, and Mopaz is on cleanup duty. He's got the mop out. Call him Mopaz, because right now, they're not getting past him.
No. Jonji's on the site, but, I mean, last one standing, no bomb, so it's a moot point. He's going to come around here. Could get a frag on Sun Pius, and does, but the trade comes through immediately, and Davi G will seal the deal. Mopaz at 4-0, so is Davi G. And if you're looking at the top 3 fraggers on the roster, Alex, you know, sitting at 241 frags in EPL, Sun Pius 237, as we mentioned, and Mopaz at 224. They are the ones to watch out for. There is no doubt about it, and you can see Mopaz here. Excellent rotation through connector to ensure that Party Astronauts had nowhere to retreat to should they even have decided to. And that will mean a second round victory for Movistar. Now Party Astronauts going to be on the Eco Mic, 2 Deagles, the Tech 9, and, well, a P250. That's it.
A good job for Movi denying the bomb plant there, of course, right?
Yeah.
Because coming down to 2, I think if the bomb had gone down, Party Astronauts would be tempted to go for that force buy again, knowing they had their opponents on the economic ropes. Now, maybe a little bit more space, a little bit more breathing room for Movistar. Obviously, assuming they don't stumble in this round, but with unarmored pistols on most of these players, they really shouldn't. And Alex is going to posture up here and towards Party. He's got some Pius out towards long. Oh. Nice tag there. Nice kill. not really a whole lot that can be expected out of this round, and yeah, we're seeing it come to fruition. The question is just, can some players make some money with this SMG? And at this point, there's only one player left. They have not given him anything for free. The rifles have just done the work. And now Ben Leet will try and rip some heads. Oh. No, there's the 600.
Yeah, so 3-0 early for Movistar Riders. You know, my hope for this matchup, Mike, comes from the fact that Movistar Riders have played a lot of very tightly contested maps, winning in overtime a couple of times on Nuke against Big and Ancient against Liquid. That was to finish out that Liquid series. Very exciting one, in fact. So maybe, you know, there's some room for the Party Astronauts to bring forth some of their firepower and push the Movistar Riders to the limit as they have been throughout most of their maps here in EPL. We'll see. And also, there is nothing that gives me, oh, we got Year to the Turtle. I can't even say
they fluffed it.
Coming through, and they did.
They fluffed it.
There was one more point, Mike, that I wanted to mention here, and that is that RBG, if you recall, did play against the Movistar Riders, and they're another NA hopeful team that we have, now known as Carpe Diem, and they won a map. It was only one map, and then they got wiped out on the other two, but still, you know, there's some sort of hope in my mind. And it was when the Movistar Riders just formed this roster, so I'm
noticing one key thing that Party Astronauts have figured out on their EU trip. Figured out the hair gel buff. seeing some looks here being served. Davi G is going to start that off. Hair gel buff, won't save them here, but I'm seeing specifically Pone alone and DJ. You know, maybe putting a little bit more. Oh, Ben Lee's got a little bit of the swoop. He usually has the swoop going on there.
You're right though. It's more than usual.
I feel like they found a little bit of the hair gel buff going on here. I don't know whether they've been visiting the hair department, the makeup and hair department. I'm a big fan of those people. They help me look acceptable on camera. But I am. Let's see. We get a Pone alone cam back here. We'll see it. Come on, give me the Pone alone cam. Show me those glorious locks. There we go. Look at that.
Wow.
Look at that.
Wow.
Oh yeah, he's got some spikes
good.
going on. Don't see that from Josh very often. He's usually a very understated style guide, so I like a little flare coming through. Let's see if some Pius can shut this all down, holding on towards long right now, but he's being flanked out. And John G will just take him from the front. No problem there. That would have been huge, but it puts pressure on towards Alex. This is actually a fair amount of control towards A, and Utility is coming in from his teammate to try and keep him clean, but he's going to have to brave the flames to back off. Yes! Oh, they didn't clear the truck! Yes, will make them pay for it.
Oh, yeah, Davi G's going to come through here and take down Peter. Then Mopaz finds Jonji before the bomb gets planted. Time runs out. Party Astronauts, they had all that presence on the A site, but they didn't clear out Truck, and that was really their undoing. 4-0 for the Movistar Riders, and, well, I mean, the one highlight, as it's been throughout EPL, is Jonji. He opened up the space for the squad. He's been great on the entries, doing the damage, right, as he usually does at 81.2 ADR and 128 frags so far at this level. So, you know, that's the bright spot for the Party Astronauts. I think they also have a lot to build on here.
No,
and
they again.
They can't get the turtle, Mike. It's ridiculous.
Someone put some slippery stuff on their shoulders. Apparently, they can't stay up there. Oh,
no.
It's funny too because I mean they make that play quite a bit. Not quite a bit. You got to sprinkle it in as a little bit of spice, but they're not strangers to that particular play. And unfortunate they're not having a lot of luck coordinating that one here. Go ahead.
No, I was just going to say I'm excited for the Party Astronauts. Even if they go down, you know, and don't win a map here in EPL, they've gotten a lot of experience in Europe with the boot camp that happened before this. They're going to be back for the RMR right in April. So for me, this is so good for this team. Just to go back, they'll have a lot of tape to look at and get a lot of experience going up against these European teams, both in EPL and the RMR and in the scrims in the boot camp.
Yeah. I do enjoy the juxtaposition of you saying that while they're 4-0 down. It's kind of like the, you know, dog in the room on fire, this is fine meme.
Yeah.
But no, I genuinely agree with you. Nice opener for Pone alone. If you can get those pistols start to condense, this could get a little frisky. They've had problems with dealing with the flank coming out of connector, and this time John G is waiting for it. Actually, sorry, that's DJ, and now he's dead. So, Spaghetti-O. It's looking pretty rough here.
Yeah.
Not expecting a whole lot out of this round, but with the op pick, you were hoping maybe they could do something with it. And Ben Lee will. Davi G, though, he's here to be the Grim Reaper, and fittingly, he's brought deaths along with him. So no problem there. Pone alone might just have to try and save this AWP again as time is expiring.
Yeah, at least a couple of frags to keep the economy sort of honest for the Movistar Raiders, right? Because they've got a lot of money anyway, and yeah, Alex will have to buy up some pies as well. But Movistar Raiders are
Mm,
looking like they've usually looked, throughout this season.
yeah, Mopas and Davy G haven't died yet, so that's fun. 7-0, 8-0. That's and they're also top of the board for their teams, right? So it's not like one of them just isn't getting the site hits. Sometimes you'll have an anchor
Yeah.
player where a team will just hit B or hit A, and they're just on the other side. Like, I don't have to do anything, and they don't die. But no, they are taking the majority of the kills and also not dying, which is your prime situation.
Yeah. I mean, honestly, Mopaz has been in the perfect spots. I don't think he's really been fired upon, right? Because he's going on the flank. He's coming through and snuck through onto that B site and ended up just being a distraction for Davy G. And then on that, I lost which one I was talking about. But either way, the timing on the A site when he was behind truck. So yeah, I mean, for him, it's been nice. It's been quite solid, and he's just been good in his positioning.
We've seen a lot of these A plays so far. Movistar have done a great job of feeling the timing, I would say, right? They're taking the engagements early, then slowing Party Astronauts up, and then when the hit's coming in and time is late, they're kind of withdrawing or shifting their look, right? A player will duck in towards bank, and naturally your attention, if your Party Astronauts follows that player's in the bank. Meanwhile, someone else shifts out towards the truck, this, that, and the other thing. It's just making it very difficult for Party Astronauts to actually get on towards bomb sites, which obviously is sort of the aim when you're on the T side.
Exactly.
And this is great too, right? Because they've done so much work towards A that this round they shift the heavy presence to watch for a potential fast B play, expecting the change-up pitch. And meanwhile, Party Astronauts, they're clearing out space, but they're not doing it quickly. Alex, if Ponlon comes through here, this could be a huge opportunity. And he is going to get the kill. Shadow Spot gives him the early information, and then he's just ready for it. So quick with it. And that's going to slow Party Astronauts up even more. Smoke in. Shanji can't do anything about that. And meanwhile, they're going to hit towards B, which was the plan for Movistar all along.
Well,
but that wasn't. That wasn't the plan. All right, Ben Lee.
Ben's going to get a 2K. Nicely done on the entry, and another bomb plant coming through here on this B site. Perhaps the Party Astronauts have found a weakness. Movistar Riders, I mean, their economy is pretty good. They can go for this one. I see some Pius backing off towards the A site, and are they deciding to save here, Mike? Yes. They're going to concede the bomb site and give the Party Astronauts a first round.
All right. PA on the board. Fittingly, Mopaz and WG both die. And at that point, you just got to go away from it, apparently. That's the way it works. Their talismans have fallen. Their B players have gone down, and now Mopaz and Davy G out. Movistar decide we are as well. Very conservative call, considering how dominating they've been so far this game. But, I mean, if you look at their money as well, they haven't built up the bank massively yet, so this is a good read. This is a good call.
Yeah, so they will keep the op up and running, even though, like you said, Mike, they could have gone for something more aggressive, but because their economy isn't exactly in perfect position, they decide to keep that AWPM play and move on forward here into round number 7. Another tactical timeout called by the Party Astronauts. Already their second in only 6 rounds of play, but, it makes sense. It's their last BO3 of EPL. They want to make the most of it, and when they spot something that might go wrong, just call those timeouts, even if you use them all. It's important to get yourselves off on the right foot here against a team that has just been on fire. Going into round number 7, it's going to be AKs across the board, along with Pone on the big green. He hasn't been his usual self, Mike. Definitely far from it, sitting in third on the team in frags at 95.
Right. John, here's the question.
Yes.
Are they going to succeed in the Yertle the Turtle this round?
Yes.
They're not going for it.
If they try it.
They're going for it. All right, folks.
They got it.
Oh, they got up there! He can't get the movement! No one's in heaven. It's not going to work out. Wait, is it? No, it's not going to work out. Everyone's down below heaven. But they finally pulled it off. This is a good omen for Party Astronauts. They win a round. They succeed in the Yertle the Turtle boost. It's all roses from here, John.
Yes.
Hopefully.
We'll see. As Party Astronauts are going to send 4 players in towards Monster. Mopaz waiting on the other side, but going back to Pone alone, only 95 frags here in EPL. It's a far cry from how well he's played in Season 40 of ECL. Top of his team, 353 frags, plus 91 kill to death differential, and a KDR of 1.35. As Ben's going to be the first casualty here against Movistar Riders. They're trying to go to the B side. Our Party Astronauts once more. Sun Pius has got his op. Starting to warm up against Peter, and look at the Party Astronauts. They're trying to fight through. Jonji manages to take down Mopaz, and now a path forward into this B site for them as he's going to toss a Molotov into Pit as well. Davy G flashed out. He walks onto the site itself. He sneaks into that smoke. I don't think they're going to expect him. They don't. He drops DJ. Deaths finds one more, and that is the round. 6-1 for Movistar.
Unfortunate for the Party Astronauts. They actually had a lot of success towards B, right? Jonji gets that forward position, gets that opener, but they've already lost 2 players on the periphery, and at that point, it all falls apart. Jonji was ahead of the flashbangs, which is what allowed him to get his opener, but then they couldn't really cement the control. Those smokes allowed a lot of confusion to seep in, and Movistar immediately answered back with a solid round win here. Just looking so very polished are the Spaniards.
They are. Yeah.
Oh, there we go.
Nice.
Polish again. Some Pius just having some fun with that opening pick. Pone alone down right off the rip. Jonji will pick up his AWP, but they're going to be trading that. Oh, he's giving it to Pete. All right, there we go. That makes sense. Dirty Peek Pete on the AWP on the scope. See if we can get a throwback around here. Pete can roll back the years. I especially enjoyed watching when they played Big. Obviously, Big, Peter and Tabson, old teammates. So afterwards, there was a nice exchange there between the two. It was nice to see. I believe. Well, I've heard from Tabson and I've heard from Pete about it as well. I think they both have very fond memories of each other as teammates. So that was a cool moment, a reunion, if you will.
Yeah, it's good to see. Heartwarming.
But let's see if Pete can maybe channel some of that energy.
Yes.
Gave Tabson a hug. Now let's see if he has his power. Oh, Sun Pius, what a whiff! But there's a player behind. They don't realize. They don't know. There's still a guy behind them. And Alex is going to play this out. The patience shown here. Oh, too patient. Ben lead. Another snap around shot. What has he done? Maybe not enough. Pete's been caught. That's the bomb down. See if DJ can, or Ben can keep rolling this. He's not got the health. He is going to chase, and yeah, that's it. That's the end of his road.
I mean, look, Movistar had so much control of the flank and the map. Came on from 2 different angles, one from behind short A and the other one from long, and Davy G is going to wrap this up on DJ. So at least the Party Astronauts making it close, but they weren't watching their flanks, and that really did cost them in that round. Sun Pius missing a shot, too, which is unusual for him, right? I mean, he's looking at score only 3 actually in this. Yeah,
he's been chilling.
Map. He's been
they
quiet.
haven't needed him. They haven't needed to deploy. The Sun God.
When we have seen him, he's been on point with the op. So that was a rare miss from him throughout, I would say, the entirety of the EPL so far.
You know what his name is if he starts playing some Elden Ring?
What is it?
Sun Praises.
Oh boy. All right, Mike.
Someone in chat enjoyed that.
Someone, I'm sure, hopefully did.
I'll take it.
I have to be honest though, the way Movistar are playing right now, Mike.
I thought you were gonna say I have to be honest. That joke was terrible, and it would have been deserved. You know,
I'm not that mean. I'm not that mean. But Movistar look like they're on another level right now compared to the Party Astronauts. They really do. It's it's not the best of starts for PA.
I mean, it's expected, right? Again, I'm going to put the bias on the sleeve. We love these guys, but this has always been an uphill battle. And meanwhile, Movistar have looked so very good through Group C. Still onto the site they go. The pistol's going through. This is good flashbangs, but they overlook the barrels. This has happened to them a few times. They get ahead of themselves. They're chasing someone at the front, but there's someone they've left behind, and now it's all on to Pete. With a Pete 250. Oh. Okay, we call it the Pete 250 for a reason. We also call that a little bit of an awkward wide swing to get the smoke down. Some Pius will exploit.
I think it's just maybe nerves. I don't know, but Party Astronauts not doing the basic things right now. Going towards that B site. I guess
for that as well, that's kind of like a ring rust. You know, Pete hasn't been competing for a while.
Oh,
He's
I'm not
been-
talking about Pete in particular. by the
Okay,
way.
everyone. Yeah. Okay.
No. I'm just saying as a whole, and going towards that B site and not clearing out toxic, and not looking behind that smoke.
Yeah.
Because
Yeah.
that's just a basic thing that you need to be doing every time you're going to the B site. So I think it just falls on nerves. These guys are way
it's-
better than that.
It's fitting that we're looking at a lawnmower right now, because right now Movistar are cutting them down to size.
Indeed.
For all the NA fans in the
Indeed,
chat,
Mike.
just know that every one of those jokes hurts me too. DJ down. DJ down early on. Another opening pick from Movistar. And look at this control they have outside of B, and there's no smoke there, so Jonji's down. Mopaz using the flames of the Molotov. The smoke coming off of it is just enough of a screen to get himself another kill, and this is looking like another round where Party Astronauts are pretty much going to have to abort launch from the get-go. They've exploded on the launch pad. The shuttle's on fire. It's not good, folks. It's not good.
Oh boy. Yeah, not many positives right now for the Party Astronauts. Movistars. Gonna be waiting here onto this A site. Party Astronauts are pausing things for a moment. They have a couple of players going towards long and one Peter waiting at connector. He's eventually going to join his teammates on that push towards A. 39 seconds left, so they have to make their move soon. Only one smoke to work with. Have to imagine it's going to be thrown for bank here to isolate that one player. And here comes some utility from Peter. In fact, Peter, yeah, maybe we can throw that somewhere else. Either way, look, Molotov's going to come through. Alex is going to get mollied out of position, so that will potentially help Party Astronauts. Unfortunately, they just can't win these aim duels. Mopaz gets 2, and Alex drops Pone to get another round on the board, 9-1 in their favor.
That one feels good for the Movistars as well, because they've had some trouble keeping these rounds a little clean, right? I mean, despite the fact that it's 9-1, their bank isn't ridiculous. It's good, but a lot of these rounds have come down to alive, and this time they get it done with 5. They get those initial picks. They're in control from the get-go, and that's just really going to be a nice little bit of cash to sock away for any potential aberrations, any potential mistakes we get late into this half. It's already a very good half for the Movistar Riders, obviously. A dominant half, if you will, and they're just going to be looking to make sure that it keeps rolling that way. Oh no, this is going to be bad. The peek in from Davi G. No, he gets caught. Jonji was looking for it. Thought that could have been an issue, but now that's going to put the doubt in their mind, and Pistols were looking to take some fast ground over towards the A site, but I'm curious to see if they'll adjust, having gotten that pick on the player trying to chase into connector, and that is something that makes sense to try and punish, right? Movistar have been very liberal about going for these flanks, and as I say that, Mopaz is very liberally going for the long flank around. Might take him a minute to get here. Oh, this could be huge. Uh-oh.
Again.
Uh-oh. Ben's got an inkling. The bomb's behind him. Now Peter can't come around. That smoke actually helps Pete out a lot, because now he can join out with his team. But he wants to chase this. That's bold. He's got a player grouped up. They're going to pinch. They're going to pinch on this player here. Mopaz, he's getting flanked. There's nowhere to go, and he's down, and that's a gun now found. But they've only got 45 seconds, so they need to get on their horse and ride into the B site. They will. Pressure on. Can Sampayos collect any as they make their path on through? That's the big question. Is there a smoke for this? There is. 1. DJ better place it right, because that's all they get. They're into water. They're into this pressure. Good shot for Jonji. This is looking so very good, and that bomb has crossed the plant. This might be a save. It's going to be a save.
It is.
There's only one left. All right, Party Astronauts. A little late to the party, but what a way to get started.
Yeah, I think that smoke, you kind of called it, Mike, for Mopaz, was more beneficial to the Party Astronauts, because let both players in the tunnels come on through and pincer in, and the other two came in on the flank, and Mopaz had 0 chance to survive. So a great call there leads to an easy push into the B site, and the Movistar Riders just couldn't deal with them. They weren't in position to counter that. So finally, the Party Astronauts have a nice, successful strat coming through, and they get their second round on the board. Jonji, again, critical in this round victory. Had a couple of frags on the exit. There we go.
There we go. That was a good round because, I mean, first of all, obviously, any round at this point is a good round for the Party Astronauts. But also it was a round where they adjusted to Movistar doing some wild stuff. They punished the flanks from Movistar, which have been enormously effective so far. And then they rolled that into an effective site take, which they've also struggled with the effective site takes on towards B. So it's sort of 2 or 3 things that you really wanted to see as the adjustment for Party Astronauts. Now, it's pretty late in the game, but it's still nice to see coming through here.
Here comes a smoke for Monster.
What is this? This isn't the normal. Is this the normal quad boost? Oh, it is. Okay.
Yeah, it is. It is.
Okay. Looked a little odd on the mini map to me, but here we go. Pwn alone. Yurtled up.
Yeah, they're not going to see anything.
Bummer. One time that'll work. Eventually that'll work. And when it works, it looks so cool, John.
It
so
does. Cool. But it just burns so much time and sacrifices so much early map control that, yeah. It's always a risk
boost.
to go for it. Yeah.
Oh, fortunately, no one's going to test it for the Party Astronaut side. DJ will back away. Would have likely been a dead man if he'd gone through. And now this is interesting, right? Because Movistar over towards A. This is it's sort of a middle aggression roll. Oh, it's a boost up. There's the spot. Now they're chasing Sampaius. There's the retreat. The question is, as Sampaius repositions, what can Alex do? He's been lethal out towards long. He's been lethal dancing around in the bathrooms. And he's going to try and do that once more.
Party Astronauts are going to go through the short bathrooms now. They throw a smoke ahead of them, and now maybe just want to make some noise onto the A site and rotate back to B as Peter is tossing a nade into sandbags. A lot of noise being made by the Party Astronauts, trying to sow chaos into the minds of Movistar riders, and it works. Alex gets caught out of position, pushing up towards mid. DJ drops him with a headshot, and now the Party Astronauts have an advantage. You're right, Mike. Time is very tight for them. They have to make a push quickly here. Movistar riders know it. 15 seconds left. They still haven't set foot on the site proper. Sunpius gets one. Mopaz another. At least Pwn strikes back with one, but there is Davy G to take him down. Actually, DJ goes down. Davy G drops Ben lead as well. Only Pwn alone left standing in a 1v3, and they're just going to chase it. They know they have the advantage.
He got clocked.
Yeah.
He got clogged. No money for Pwn alone. He got killed right after the timer. All right, so that's really unfortunate. I mean, once the bomb falls to the side of Dice and Davy G just has that brilliant lineup on it, it's kind of over, right? That's just a catastrophe for Party Astronauts. And it was looking so good up to that point.
It was. The timer was against them, though. That was the biggest problem. They took too long to kind of go for that execute. And after that, I mean, I've said it so many times before, you know, with under 20 seconds on the clock going onto a bomb site, the rifles start to matter less and less. You can even have pistols there, and you could still lose on T side going for a take that late.
Major missed opportunity for the Party Astronauts. They'll take some time to clear their heads about that one. I assume that's a check going in there. Just, you know, forget about it. Air your grievances later. Let's move on. Pwn just stuck on the D here, obviously, having been clocked in that last round. Unfortunate for their economy. They don't get too many more swings at this, so you do want to have premium guns when you can. What's going on here? A little boost on the slide. This isn't time for playtime, Ben. It's time for war.
I like the boost that the Party Astronauts are using, especially the one at mid. It's a typical boost that you see, but it caught Sampaius off guard, so we pushed him back at the beginning of that previous round. And like you were saying, everything was going so well, but I also feel like maybe they're going to the boost a little too often. That Yurtle the Turtle in particular, you know, it's good to use once, twice, but when you're burning out so much time to get it every round, it's...
They haven't shot from it yet because no one gives them a target. True. So they're like, all right, this time they won't expect it. But the flip side is if you're Movistar and you're seeing all these very late executes, maybe there's a part of your brain that says they're probably boosting to check heaven. So let's just not play heaven. DJ, nice entry, looking for more, but Mopaz has the lineup. He skewers too. And this could be a bit of a catastrophe here. Ben Leet's going over, but Mopaz is ahead of the flash, and it's clean for Movistar. Davy G, the only loss here, and it's 11-2, and Mopaz is having himself a game. 19 kills, only 6 deaths, 139 ADR. This dude has been a turret on B, and they just can't get past him.
Yeah, they really can. It's the first time, actually, Movistar played on Overpass, so I get your point, right, Mike, that you mentioned earlier, why Party Astronauts wanted to go here, but it really hasn't gone their way. And Mopaz, the last time he was top frag, was up against players in that series, 63 and 53 and an 85.5 ADR. His best scoreline on Ancient, 26 and 12. And well, it looks like he's back at it here. There's no doubt about it. Going to drop a 20 bomb, more than likely, before this first half has ended. He's got the Molotov out, throws it out, and gets caught with it. Janji going to get the shot with the Galil on him. That's right there for the trade at Pillar, and he's going to try and lock things down here. Good utility usage by the Movistar Riders to stop this push right in its tracks, and now Party Astronauts have even been thrown all the way into Monster, and Death's Molotov delivers a killing blow. 4v3 now. That's just... I don't know.
I don't know what happened with Janji there. I don't know whether he got stuck on geometry, whether he maybe had a little bit of PC lag. I don't know what happened there. It got a little weird for sure. Ooh, that's a big logo. It got a little a monster, if you might say. Got a little weird there for a second there for old Janji. But either way, he was already low on health. He probably wasn't going to last much longer. Trying to get through, trying to get back, obviously. Don't work out so well. So you got a flash, a smoke, and a single Molotov to make this execute work. A re-smoke in towards the monster tunnel makes life difficult. I was going to say if that fades, maybe you just get a pick there and then maybe roll on through. You could put a molly into the barrels. You could put a smoke out to go for the plant clear, but it's going to be up to Deaths to really deny this. And a late Molotov in is going to mean that you have no time to spare. This is going to be brutal. Once again, no clock. Nothing really working in their favor. Here comes the exec. Another smoke in the monster. And here's the clear from Deaths. He's got one. Might just be a shutdown, and Death is looking to do exactly that. Peter, at least a consolation prize, but with 9 seconds, he's just got to die, and he will do so.
Yeah, you just don't want to stay alive there in that situation. You want that full loss bonus to come through. 15th and final round of play here. Movistar Riders in full control of this one, both in the scoreline and in terms of the way they're fragging out right now. Party Astronauts trying to bring something forward here into this next half. Anything will help. Of course, the third round's the best case. Maybe some frag, some confidence brought into it. Because they're lacking in both of those categories.
Double ops out. We haven't seen a lot of that. Molpaw's having some fun with it, perhaps. Haven't really seen that picked up to this point, but he wants to try it. Why not? You're up 12-2.
I don't know if he's actually used it throughout all of EPL. I think this might be the first time.
He's feeling hot.
Yeah.
Hot to trot. Just surprised it's not an auto at this point. Mopa. There we go. Oh, that's why he doesn't up. That's why he doesn't up. But it's going to be okay. Deaths has got him. He's got his flank. Mopaz is down for the count. Maybe stick to the rifles there. Tried to fly too close to the sun. Oh, that looked like it was on for some bias. I'm actually not quite sure how that missed. But either way, it's all going to be left to Pone alone. And the bomb's not down. And he's got a Mac 10. And he's got 2 players. Sorry. Counting's hard. So maybe that actually allows him a bomb plant. If he could get down towards B. If only. No, it's the cross is covered off now. Now he's been spotted. Now he knows it. And he's a goner. Some pies will not miss twice. 13-2 is our scoreline as we headed into the halftime break. Oh, we're straight into the pistol. Okay. Daviji's already lost half his health. and we're into the fun. We're into the action here. What's going on? John G with the engagement out towards long. There's 2 players here, but they're hiding from him. Not giving him the fight he's looking for, and Pone alone was just distracted enough for some Pious to find the opener. So now pressure on, and John G's down for the count. Ben Lee did trade one back, but he's low. Gooshed by the Glock. One more shot will do him in. And they're hunting. Some Pious wants more. Some Pious is hungry for blood, and blood he will get. It's a clean pistol round for Movistar. Only one casualty here. A little bit of cheering going through from Sun Pious. Look, a little sarcastic, perhaps. Not sure what's going on there, but it's only 2 rounds away from the dub here.
Let's settle down.
I know the party. Some of the players of the party astronaut side do like to get a little noisy. Don't know that they've had a lot of chances to do so this map.
No. And when you say some, you mean John G.
John G. Pete too. Pete likes to talk.
That's true.
But yeah, John G and Pete mostly. But Pone alone a little bit.
Little.
Hey, he talks. He talks some smack.
But I think they've been quiet.
No, not a lot of chances to be a Lanimal in this particular map.
Davy G gonna get tagged here, and DJ connects on another one. Okay, so that's a couple of players softened up here on the Movistar side. Force buy might yield something here for the party astronauts. Pone alone waiting with the Swag 7. And he's going to be pushing it towards that connector position. DJ continuing to spam through the smoke with the scout, hoping to connect on another player. And at least make some noise and keep Movistar at bay, because he's going to need reinforcements soon. A lot of patience being shown here on Ben Leith's side, including, in fact, Pone alone. They're not going to come in on the flank just yet. They're hoping to get the edge here. Now a peek going to come through from Ben, but he looks the wrong way, and Mopaz punishes him immediately. Death spots out Pone alone, and what was a promising start here on the force buy might fall away, but DJ does connect on Mopaz, and now he's going to peek around looking for the second. Timing not in his favor, and Alex will drop him, leaving only Pete and John G on the outside looking in, and they're quickly deleted from the server. 15-2 in favor of Movistar Riders. They have 13 opportunities to close this map out.
Yeah. If I had to guess here, John, I would wager it'll take 1. Double swags out, though. This is a team that likes their swags. Ben and Pone alone both picking them up. I mean, it's a pretty terrible buy, but if you're gonna have a bargain bin buy, this isn't the worst it could be. No pistolos, but also no utility as a result, and someone opted to go for the pistolos. They are very limited when it comes to the nades, and I think Mopaz is about to ruin someone's day here. No, he's cleared the wrong way. Pone alone? Pone alone? Oh, there we go. There's the meat grinder shot. There's the shotty, but the double push is double punish. And so Pone alone might just be a lone bastion of potential damage. Pedley taking this corner with a mag. Oh, do it. He's got half. There we go. They get the kill as well. This round's getting spicy. This round's getting interesting. And Alex is down for the count. Money made there from Ben. There's a tag. Davy G down to half. Oh, it all falls to Davy G. It might not be done in 1. Indeed, it's not. The party astronauts live to fight another day.
Wow.
Wow, indeed.
Yeah, Ben needs to use the Mag 7 a little more often, I guess, because he gets a couple there. Nice swing in towards Canal. I mean, that was just really well played by the party astronauts to pull that one back, and Movistar Riders getting just a little too passive in their play. So, party astronauts, they're alive. They've got a chance. They need 12 more in a row to push this to overtime. Easy stuff, no problem, right? It's going to come through from Pone alone. 2 A1Ss, right, the AK and the Galil, and John G. Yeah, he's going for an aggressive push here. He's very good at these, so maybe he can make some noise, and he spams through the wall. Actually saw the feet of Davy G, who jumps around, tries to get the cover. This nade should do him in, and it does.
No escape there for Davy G. John G spotting toes under the wood panel. That's a nice start. The question is, can he get away from this? And the answer is, maybe not. Maybe not. They're looking for him. Oh, but he's got the kill. There we go. Now John G's got his escape route, and he's out of there. 2 kill snatch. He wants more.
Oh,
that was a little too greedy there, John G. But you know what? You got the 2. You got the 2. Something to take home to the bank.
I would have rather him fallen back.
Oh
in the
no,
situation.
absolutely should have. That,
Yeah.
that was a little bit of a greedy peek, shall we say?
Very much so. Because if you fall back, you have the 5v3, you have more presence on both bomb sites, and well, you give yourselves a much better chance against a Movistar Riders squad that has been lights out solid in the aim duels. All right, Movistar deciding to move in towards connector. Timing not in Punlone's favor. He looks away at the wrong time, and Dets will capitalize on that. Makes it a 3v3. DJ going for the aggressive push. Oh, Mopaz spotted him. He saw him.
They've seen each other. Caught each other's gaze from across the aisle, and now this could get weird, right? DJ needs to try and pinch back in for his teammates. That's a huge kill for Peter. That alleviates a lot of pressure, means that DJ can focus more in towards long. Now Peter's got the site secured. Oh, but DJ's not looking long. He's still trying to zoom on in, and that could be a problem. That could be a catastrophe, but with only 9 seconds, there's no time, and Dirty Pete has finally arrived in the server. A 3K here in the waning moments of the map, and signs of life for PTR.
Wow, that was very nice from Peter. He was very happy with it too. Some smiles seen, and that's all you need. Like, even if you lose this map now, right? At least you got some positive points coming through, and Peter getting a 3K. You win a round that shouldn't have gone your way with the force buy, so there's something to build off of when they go to nuke. Phone alone. Maybe tossing that nade on forward. Movistar Riders onto a pistol buy, so another chance for the party astronauts to pick up a round here. 2 Glocks, a Deagle, 2 PT-50s, and nothing else. Completely dry in terms of armor and utility now. Our Movistar. Mopaz going to take a quick glance down into long bathrooms before continuing to charge his way up long A. Mopaz hoping to see some information, perhaps a player jumping over truck at the A site, but well, he's just going to have to walk on here and hope for the best. He is going to go down to Pone alone, and that will make it a quick 5v4.
Ooh. Long range MP9? Long range MP9? Doesn't favor the long range MP9. Janji's off. He's bailed with his tasty food chain skin. Get it? It's tasty because they're much the smaller monsters.
Oh.
Some bias. Still making us frisky. Not too frisky. Just the right amount of frisk and risk.
Yeah, what you would expect there from the round for the party astronauts in the anti-eco. Now Movistar are back to a buy-up. Don't have full AKs, but 3 AKs on the board with 2 Galils and almost full utility. Some Pius Alex and Davi G just missing a flashbang each. Here we go. The party astronauts, a bit of rhythm. They've won consecutive rounds for the first time in this series. 4 A1Ss in the AK on their side. They don't have the big green, didn't have enough money to invest into it, so they're going to hope that the rifles are enough here to deal with the Movistar Riders. Going for a little more aggression once more. Pone alone pushing all the way through party into playground. No, he's going to back off briefly. Sampai's good engagement, and Sampai's goes down. Pone wins this, and he's got the space.
This aggression from the CT side is perhaps stumping Movistar a little bit. That's awkward. Oh, caught on the swings. Pone alone. Tumble on down to the sand pit. Look, we've all been there before. You're on the swing. You've got all that momentum. You're going for a really sick jump. Suddenly, your shirt's caught in the chain. You eat it. It happens, folks. Schoolyard trauma. That's going to be Pone alone down in the dirt. But his team still has an even situation. Damage done on towards Alex and Mopaz. And there's something to work with here. Certainly has slowed up the Movistar Riders for a moment. Run boost out long. Love that. Taking some space. That is a potential vulnerability. DJ tries to strike. Doesn't have it.
Yeah, has to fall off that engagement. Throws the smoke to guise his retreat. And Movistar, well, after showing face towards long A, are going to full-on rotate into this B site. Mopaz going to open the door very shortly as they only have 35 seconds left to go for this one. So they're going to have to quickly throw their utility and get on forward. They only have 3 smokes and a Molotov left, so it's going to be up to the smokes to guys off the vision. Peter connects on quite a bit of damage on Davi G and Dets. Now Mopaz tries to come through and punish Peter, but it's too late. Ben Lee through the smoke connects on Davi G. 19 seconds left, and Movistar Riders have to get a move on. Party astronauts have the edge in every way. John is coming in to ruin their day, and you know what? Movistar decided just to go for the eco here. They're going to save.
Yeah, they're saving up. It could get a little awkward, but no, they're going to bail on out of this round. Loss bonus has increased at this point. So the 2 players who survive get $2,900 reduce in their pockets. Don't know that that's a ton to put around this, but you get a couple Mac 10s. That's something to work with. Get some util, set up your rifles. You can make this round work for sure. Party Astronauts, though, will continue to try and make this look to be a little bit of a friendlier scoreline here. Just a little bit more agreeable, shall we say.
Mm-hmm. Much better CT side, though, for the Party Astronauts. So that's at least one bright spot so far. 2 AKs, 2 Galils, and the Deagle coming through from Movistar. So they're reinvesting this round around the 3 rifles that they saved, of course, in that previous round. Gianji just going for the wall spam. And nothing really doing here from Movistar. They've really slowed up the pace of play. Oh, Gianji going to actually connect on that wall spam. Mopaz going down to 10 HP here.
Sometimes when you're right on the brink of glory, that final step just becomes the hardest one to take.
Mm-hmm.
Movistar Riders are finding that out for themselves here. But they just need one execute to break their way. Just one round to break their way. But the Party Astronauts are not interested in giving that over. Which, of course, they're hanging on for dear life. That's going to be 1, 2, not quite coming through. Good damage, though, for Ben Lee. Tavi G limping out of this one. An HE would ruin his day, but there are no HEs available. There's no nades available whatsoever. There's a single smoke for the T side. That is the last piece of util on this server right now. Let's see if that's going to get deployed. How they're going to do it. Peter wants to rough some people up, and he's done so on the first. Falls away, but he has at least collected the low HP player. And now that single smoke has been spent, they know someone's potentially ahead of it, so they can't really fully take advantage. Spam it, spam it, spam it, spam it. Not the right spam. No one's looking the right spot. Mopaz. Just absolute nerves of steel. Plants way out in the open when he really knew one bullet could take him out of play. Still a 2-on-4 in the retake. That bomb down gives some economic assurance. Movistar needs to pull off some heroic shots.
What?
And Alex has done that from the construction area. He's still holding on to time. This kit's available. They know where he is, but they don't have any utility to deal with him, so they're just going to have to get on the stick. Unfortunately for him, the bomb is not planted for him, and that defuse can happen right under his nose.
Oh, Alex almost pulling off the heroics there, but as you mentioned, Mike, bomb was desperately planted by Mopaz because the situation he was in before was just get the bomb planted. We are not in a good position to win this round, and wasn't really thinking about, positioning. So that's going to be the round in favor of the Party Astronauts, but that bomb plant is still really important because instead of maybe being on 3 Galils if you force up and a little bit of utility, now you can get up to 4 AKs and the Galil along with almost full utility. So Movistar Riders will come right back into this round with the rifles, and the Party Astronauts need to pull it off once more to get an 8th on the board. 1:41 on the clock. Gabby G, along with Sunpaya, don't want to let the Party Astronauts get that aggressive long control once more, so they got 2 players stacked up here. Because it's been Ponalone and Janji, each taking turns going for that push. Deaths has made his way into water, not spotted out by the boosted Janji. And Janji's going to fall off that one before seeing anything further. So Deaths has managed to sneak his way into this position one more time. Last time he was here, he really put Party Astronauts on notice by getting a couple of frags.
Feels like it's been a long time since we got a minute in a round with no one dying.
Yeah.
Been a lot of CT aggression for the Party Astronauts. Movistar now taking this long control with so much time still left on the clock. They've got to be wondering where the hit's coming, where it's going to be, who's going to be around what corner. So far, the answer is no one. They're actually able to set up for an A take without losing a life. My goodness. What a surprise. What a shock, frankly.
Probably scratching their heads.
Oh, this is going to be a long push. This could be bad. WG's holding for it. He's got the first. He's ready. Not for the second, though, so the trade is there. Now they've got long control. They can use that to play in towards this take. Going through. They're through the smoke. Pone alone just saved Janji's bacon. And he's going to deny the bomb plant as well with only 20 seconds left on the clock. Alex and Deaths are in a really tough spot here. They got to shoot their way out, and that's just not going to happen. Deaths stuck on out, realizes he's going to have to eco, and he's got a Galil armor. I mean, it's worth doing, but this is not how they wanted the round to go.
No, not at all. Wow. I thought Janji was dead to rights. He's lucky Pone flicked around because Pone was actually trying to watch the players that were charging in from bathrooms and ended up flicking as soon as he saw someone push behind Janji. And afterwards, Janji's the one who denies the bomb plant. So no bomb plant comes through. Movistar Riders lose all their rifles. And now they're going to call a timeout to talk things over. So, I mean, mission accomplished for the party astronauts here. They've pushed Movistar Riders into calling a timeout. They've really brought them down to the very limit in terms of economy. And it looks like Movistar are already showing that they're going to be forcing into this one. I'm surprised that they're not just going to go for an eco.
I don't mind it. Well, I mean, look, Death saved that Galil from the last round, right? So they haven't invested anything.
Sorry, excuse me.
They haven't invested anything at this point. But
Yes.
I wouldn't actually mind a force around him. They're not going to do it. They're just going to keep the a little bit of
that's the
util
right
around.
Call, I think.
Yeah. I don't. I sometimes I feel like when you've still got this chunky of a lead, you just have to push the economic reset on a round, right? Get everyone on the same page. Avoid these weird rounds where one person's limited. But let's see. Movistar have plenty to make this work. The lack of armor on 2 players is a bit limiting, but they've got a ton of util for an execute. And it seems like their attention is focused on towards B, and it seems on the other side like Party Astronauts might have the right read on this. Yep, here it comes. Util's in. Fast B play. People are positioned for this. They're not going to have to move off of it. Van Leet finds the first. He's got teammates with him, and he's doing work. He's doing work to hold on for the barrels, and so far, so good for the Party Astronauts. This one will be clean, and indeed, it will end that way.
Alrighty. All 5 standing, too. Not that it matters.
Smile on Janji's face, too, John.
Haven't
seen one of those so far.
That's a very good sight for both, I think, the Party Astronauts and any fans of the Party Astronauts, because, man, that was a good one. I mean, the money doesn't matter having all 5 alive because they lose one round, it's over. But still, it's a clean round. That's what they need.
Yeah. One thing also to note here, Party Astronauts have only been able to get double digits on 1 map so far. This EPL, 1 map against Big. They got 10 rounds, so they're looking for a little bit more satisfaction, if you will. Oh, Janji off the bench. David, there's no world where he expects this. Oh, there is, but he doesn't get the kill. It is traded, but still advantage for the Party Astronauts as DJ is collected elsewhere. And once again, Movistar Riders are on the back foot.
Okay, Alex, that's a good response, right? DJ goes down, and that makes it a 3v3. Lots of time left on the clock for Movistar to position up here. But look at the pressure being put on by the Party Astronauts. Pinsering it. This could work out very well. Pone alone drops Mopaz, but Alex gets the immediate trade on PTR. Still, Movistar are down to very low HP on Alex. Sunpius even flirting with half health. So still a chance for the Party Astronauts to close this one out. A lot of time on the clock for Alex to maneuver this bomb. Excuse me, not Alex, Sunpius to maneuver this bomb into a better position.
The big issue here is that Alex has all the util and he's low, right? So you
drop
really don't want him to die. He could, but ideally what they're going to do is get him into a safer spot, which he's now in. Oh, they're gonna bog down up the op. And he's going to open with it despite having the util on the bomb. I figured he'd stay back, throw nades to allow Sunpius to maybe go for a peek. They've allowed time for this to split up, and now Sunpius is, in fact, the point person. Here comes the util. No. All right. Here it goes. All right. Van Leet has a bit of a cheeky spot, and knife out into barrels. That's not going to work for you. Van Leet knows he has to buy time for his teammate to get here. Only 15 seconds left on the clock, and Alex, a wisp away from death. Getting this bomb plant at all is going to be challenging, and there's going to be the kills coming through. Double digits found here for the Party Astronauts. Now this is officially concerning if you're a Movistar fan.
Yes, it's very concerning. Oh, my goodness. Party Astronauts on an 8-3 run here in this second half of action. Now they've got the double op going. Pone and Janji going to be rocking those, so they're not going to give Dirty Peak Pete a chance with the AWP, but it makes sense. They usually do play with Janji on the secondary op. So,
John, it's an 8-2 run. It's 8 rounds in a row for Party Astronauts. Movistar came out of that last half with 13, right?
Oh my goodness, I thought it was 12-3. I was convinced Party Astronauts got a third.
Nope.
Okay, you're right. Yeah, it's 8-2.
Since the guns have come out this half, Movistar have not been able to crack through that final round.
Alrighty. Well, even better for the Party Astronauts. Who
overtime maybe in the air here. This round just could be pistols. Oh, this engagement towards long could be huge. DJ's creeping towards it. DJ's keeping towards it, and Death has just been holding, and he's gonna get the kill. That's a rifle now found. Pressure on to Pone alone as well. This is going to be difficult, and they've just thundered on past him, which is interesting because they leave him in towards long. Potential fast flank. Peter takes the first. He needs to hold on here. He needs to stay alive as they're trying to get that bomb down in a rush. One alone still needs to be wary. A player out towards party means that Ben Leet's flank could be awkward. This is so very weird. Peter denies that bomb plant, but there's a player right in the smoke. Problem is, Alex, while he might get this kill, his teammates have been cut down around him. That's a huge one for Deaths. All onto Ben Leet. The in-game leader must pull off some heroics to do this, but he's got some advantages. The bomb's dropped right in front of his eyes. Playing around that C4 could be massive, but he doesn't know where Alex has gone to. Doesn't know where he's crept around to. This is all about Ben Leet, who flinches first, and look at this. Deaths is coming around his flank. He's a dead man. He's not thinking about it at all. He's been caught, and that's going to be it. Movistar lose just enough rounds to make you start to get a little bit nervous, but then they put that one away. They take the 1-0, as it looked like it was going to be for most of the map. Party Astronauts, what a run, but just not enough runway to achieve liftoff.
I still love that they came back to make that map that close, right?